What's up, fellas? Welcome, welcome. All right, this is round number two. Round number two for our Multiverse Series 2 case break. So we got. I know Trent usually does the case breaks on Friday. Thought, you know what, let's throw one in the mix here. We end up filling a couple rounds on this one. So very similar style. Switch the boxes a little bit. I've got these 2021 Bowman Chrome hobby boxes. They're actually pretty close to the same price, or right around the same price as the Prospect Edition boxes that he uses. So I think these are on blowout for like 130 right now. Pretty sure that's right, give or take a buck. But yeah, two autos per box there, so 4 total autos here, and we do have more than just that first Bowman class. The Bowman class was that 21 international class. No one really popped off from that one, but there is some non-first chase that we're still looking for. And then, of course, we got a case of Multiverse. I'm going to let you guys pick the case. Somebody tell me if you guys want top case, middle case, or bottom case. All right, I got 3 here. Top, middle, or bottom? What do you guys like? First comment I see. Somebody help me out. Only a few people in the chat right now, so if you're in here, drop a comment. Top, middle, bottom. I'm going to let you guys pick the case. Sorry, there's a little bit of a delay. There it is. All right, I got middle. Middle. There's the one in the middle. That is this one here. Take the top off. There we go. There's our case. Here, let's get those boxes out the way. Keep the numbers as readable as I can. I know that's kind of hard to read that list. For the live fills, guys, I got 2 different options here. For my new folks, welcome, guys. Thanks for hopping in. Just something that we like to do is we'd like to offer these live fills. I used to get people ask all the time at the end of the breaks for like, hey, could we get into something else? Does anybody else want to break something? Anybody want to split a box? We just found it was a lot easier to get that kind of stuff full if we started from the beginning and worked our way through the break and just kept filling it as we go. So when we went live for round 1, we did get a good chunk of the live fills down. So I've got 3 spots down on this one over here to the right. So spot 4, 6, and 8 are all claimed. This is for a single boxer. This is Topps Chrome Update Jumbo. These are going for 500 on blowout right now. I just took that price divided by 10. So it's $50 a spot. Each spot on this list of 10 is going to get 3 randomly assigned teams. So triple random, single box, Topps Chrome Jumbo. Looking for MLB debut patches. We're looking for the Disney short prints, the Mickey Donald and Goofy short prints. There's a bunch of chase there. Those are the 2 I'm most looking for. Option 2 over here on the left-hand side, I got 4 spots down, 3, 5, 7, and 8 off the board. This is a 2-boxer. It's the same set, but it is the hobby box. 1 auto in that one, as opposed to 3 in the jumbo. 1 auto in Topps Chrome Update Hobby, and then also throwing in a Multiverse. So 2-boxer there, a Multiverse out of the open case we're working through, and Topps Chrome Update Hobby. Almost the same price, $49 a spot. Each spot good for, again, 3 randomly assigned teams. That one's actually priced just a hair under retail, but we got a good price on this. We were able to do it a little bit lower, but 49 a spot there. So again, 3, 5, 7, and 8 off the board. If you guys want to participate in those, just call out the spot number that you like and just specify for me if it's for the left side or the right side, or 2-boxer or 1-boxer, a hobby or jumbo. But again, left or right work fine too. But let me know the spot number that you want. I'll update the list. You do not need to send any payment unless we actually close. If we don't end up closing, you don't need to send teams. No, Jeremy, not yet. Yeah, have not randomed up yet. I'll do that here in just one second. I'm trying to buy some time. give everybody a chance to hop in. But yeah, don't send any payment yet. Hold off. Let's make sure we can close it. If the break doesn't end up closing, you don't need to send. That way I don't have to issue a refund. But if we do end up closing it, the payment info is down here at the bottom. Whoops, it's not at the bottom. Hold on. Let's try that again. Let me pin. There we go. All right. Payment info is down at the bottom of the screen. It's the same Venmo, same Cash App, the same Zelle as the main breaks. The PayPal's a different one, though. It's that gold188 at yahoo.com. It's one that it's Jason's personal. We can take a friends and family payment there. That's why we use the different one. We want to make sure all those payments are coming in as friends and family, not goods and services. I'm really trying to strip these down. In the main breaks, I factor in for goods and service fees, but for the live fills, we ask that those all be friends and family. So again, that one's 49 a spot. We'll keep updating the list as we go. And guys, let's hop in. Let's get started. Starting with a random. All right, let's get some teams. I'm going to pull this on screen. There we go. Oh, let me slide that over so it's not in the way. All right, so I'll make this bigger here once we get the teams randomized, guys. But I've got Barn Daly in spot 1. Jeremy Joe Gray is in 2. Ricky, actually, you know what? Hold on, sorry, I forgot. I don't do randoms very often. Bam, I forgot I have this. Barn Daly's in 1. Jeremy Joe Gray's in 2. Ricky Kent in 3. Scott Dorman's in 4. Barn Daly's in 5. Kurt McHenry 6 and 7. Josh Stephens is in 8. Michael Dyer's in 9. Skylar Dugan's in 10 and 11. 12 is Michael Van Order. 13, Daniel Harrison. Also 14, Daniel Harrison. John Ridenhour's in 15. Michael Dyer's in 16. Lee Decker in 17 and 18. David Vogel, 19 and 20. Steve Mosca, 21 and 22. Michael Schinke, 23 and 24. Jared Williams, 25 and 26. Justin Gray in 27. James Clements in 28. Steve Mosca in 29 and 30. So those are my 30 spots. And now let's get the random. There we go. I've got Multiverse Series 2 Baseball Random Team Break for today, 4/27, round number 2. Sent you a PM. Okay, sounds good, but I'll take a look. Yeah, round 2, 5 times on the randomizer, guys. We do everything live. We don't bother with the dice roll. We always done it 5 times, so 5 times on the random. There's 30 teams on the list. Diamondbacks down to the Nationals. After that 5th and final randomization, that's the one that we're going to stick with. I'm going to take the randomized list, copy, and paste it next to your all's names. Whatever team you have next to your name, that's the team that you have for the break. I'll give you a quick trade window right after to buy, sell, and trade teams. Once that chat's died down, we'll go ahead and start the break. So best of luck, guys. 5 times. Here we go. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. I got the Astros down to the Brewers. Copying. I'll put that other screen on in just a second. I'm going to take 16 through 30. Move them there. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time here because I am going to move it. There we go. All right. Sorry, a little OCD. I got Barn Daly in the 1 spot with the Astros. Jeremy Joe Gray in 2 with the Mariners. Ricky Kent in 3 with the Angels. Scott Dorman's in 4 with the Nationals. Barn Daly 5 with the Rangers. Kurt McHenry in spots 6 and 7 takes the Padres and Tigers. Josh Stephens with the Marlins in 8. Michael Dyer with the Guardians in 9. Royals and Cubs to Skylar Dugan in 10 and 11. Michael Van Order in 12 takes the A's. Daniel Harrison 13 and 14 are Twins and Blue Jays. John Ridenhour in 15 with the O's. Michael Dyer 16 with the Phillies. Lee Decker, Dodgers, Braves. David Vogel, Yankees, Red Sox. Steve Mosca, Giants and Pirates. Michael Schinke with the Mets and White Sox. Jared Williams, Diamondbacks and Cardinals. Justin Gray with the Rays. James Clements with the Reds. Steve Mosca, Rockies and Brewers. So again, if anybody wants to run any trades, now's the time. Here, real quick, let me... I got to switch up this view for just 1 second, guys. There we go. Hold on. Did that wrong. Sorry, I told you I don't do this very often. Hold on. I got to get back in a rhythm. I think we're probably going to try this again next Tuesday. Trent does these breaks on Friday. I think I'm going to try to, I may settle into that Tuesday spot. So we got options on both ends of the week. I didn't realize until after the break was over that entire first round, I forgot to turn the scroller on. It's not that the scroller's on. I have that text baseball to that number over top of it, and I forgot to minimize that one. Okay, so yeah, trade window's open. Robert, I'll look here in 1 second. Lee Decker, do you want the Mariners for the Braves? Arizona and St. Louis for Detroit and Oakland. So we got a couple of trade offers there. Lee Decker, you got an offer Mariners for Braves from Jeremy, and then Jared Williams offering up Arizona and St. Louis Cardinals for Detroit and the A's. And that is, let's see, who's got... That's Michael Van Order with the A's. I don't think isn't that his only team? Detroit. Yeah, and Detroit's with Kurt McHenry. So I'm guessing it's either or yeah, however you guys work that out. Those are that's the interest though. All right, hold on 1 second. Let me check that DM. All right, Lee's passing. We'll give it just another minute. Don't see any other action. Last call. Take a screenshot if you need it, guys. I'm going to pull that down. This time I will keep that that bottom scroll going. Like I said, the whole first round, I didn't realize that I had turned it on. I forgot to turn off the text baseball to this number, that little banner. That was just kind of positioned on top of it. All right, let's cut the case. If you need me to put the screen back up, I will. And again, I'm going to go in and there we go. There it is. Got it this time. Put these off to the side for just a minute. Every time I pull that tape off, it aggravates me. Like I spend so much tape when I ship. Like if I have to send a box, it is so much probably unnecessary tape, but it ain't coming undone. It's not peeling off. I've had some packages show up where I'm like, I can't believe this made it here. My favorite's when it's the empty mailer, or half of the empty mailer, just enough to see the address. All right, there's our case. Trying to buy an extra few minutes here for anyone to make those last second trades, but still did not see any action, so we're getting going. Do me a favor, guys, on the shipping. If I have not sent you a package before, DM me your address if you haven't already. If you have, don't worry about it, you're good. But the shipping process is that I break every day, Monday through Friday, and then we take the weekends off. My sorter comes in on that next Monday and sorts the entire previous 2 weeks breaks. The entire previous week's break. It takes all day to get that done, but they do that on Monday. They get it all packaged for me into like boxes and bubble mailers. And then I'll take that home with me on Monday. While I'm running breaks on Tuesday, my wife helps me out. She prints my labels for me. She'll go into our DMs on my iPad, and she will she'll find your address out of that DM. She'll print the labels and then snap a picture of it and send it while she's in there. So it'll be from me, but she's sending it. That'll be on Tuesday. But again, we'll break all week this week. So anything that you get in with me this week, we'll do in one shipping cycle after the weekend we start it. So Monday, sort and package. Tuesday, print labels. Wednesday, we drop it all off. All right. Best of luck, guys. Jake Cronenworth, Alec Boehm, Summer Camp, C.J. Abrams, Miguel Amaya, and Zach Veen. We got one auto per mini box out of Bowman Chrome Hobby. I miss the layout. I like the mini boxes. Nolan Arenado, Josh Donaldson, Asa Lacy, Dawn of Glory insert, Jeter Downs, and Starlin Aguilar first. Better safe than dude. Yes, for sure, man. I like I said, I've had them come back where they're just falling apart. So, JT Real Muto, Francisco Lindor, 40-man futures, Ed Howard, Malcolm Nunez first, and Shailen Polanco first. There are some people, when they ship cases, man, they will just slap a label on the side of it and throw it in the mail. I don't get that either. Like, put some packaging in there. Freddie Freeman, Miguel Cabrera, auto, Christian Hernandez. First Bowman auto to $2.99 for the Cubbies. That is Skylar Dugan. I'm kind of rolling my head because that was a chaser when the product was out. He was arguably the top chaser in the class. I actually got some pretty decent ones of his. I got an orange PSA 10 auto of his somewhere, and I don't know where he's at right now. I think he's still playing. Jefferson Cuero, Julio Carreras. I've checked on him a couple times, and it's like, he shows promise, shows promise. He was really young when the product released, so I haven't thrown in the towel on that one yet. Skyler in the 11 with the Cubbies. Christian Hernandez, 273 out of 299. Speckled auto. Xander Bogaerts, Luis Robert, Kevin Made, the other Cubs chaser in this one, 102 out of 299, or it was when we were breaking it. Blaze Jordan and Jason Dominguez. I have a little bit of Made somewhere. I broke a bunch of 21 Bowman Chrome. I bought some personals. I loved this class, and they did not pan out. I think I liked the product, which honestly, I mean, current Bowman Chrome, there's so much more chase with the short prints. Luis Robert, Keibert Ruiz, 40-man futures, Cole Wilcox, C.J. Abrams, and Nick York. I don't think they had pearl packs in these. I don't remember. They did at one point. I don't remember them in 21, though. I don't think we started seeing those until like 23. Maybe I'm wrong. Watch us pull one. Yeah, I don't know if they did those in 21. We opened a lot of it. I don't remember ever getting one. Luis Patino, Spencer Howard, Wander Franco, 2020 Summer Camp, still as a prospect. Hunter Green and Adley Rutschman. Rays with the big hit. Geraldo Perdomo, Javier Baez, Brett Beatty. That one is 80 out of 250 for the Mets. Mets was Michael Schinke in the 23. Francisco Alvarez and Drew Waters. Beatty, 250. Juan Soto, Brian Reynolds, 40-man futures, Yoelqui Cespedes, Manuel Beltre first, and Po Yu Chen first. Tyler Stevenson, Nate Pearson, 40-man futures, Emerson Hancock, Marco Luciano, and Jared Kelly. This one feels kind of thick. No, it's not. We did get a thick pack in the last one. We actually, in round one, we got a relic out of one. Bonus. Alex Kirilloff, Jesus Sanchez, Austin Hendrick. That's 302 out of 499 for the Reds. Josiah Gray and Ed Howard. Reds, that is James Clements. Hendrick. And then should have our second auto in this one. We had a redemption in round one of those boxes. Those are expired, but Topps has come out and said that they will still honor those. You just have to physically mail them in. Speaking of redemption, wow. Talk that one into happening. Vlad, Yadier Molina, Kevin Made first. Eduardo Garcia first. And Bowman Chrome Prospect Auto Refractor. So it should be to $4.99 on a Prospect Auto of Gabriel Rodriguez. That's going to the Indians. Cleveland Indians. Michael Dyer in the 9 by way of the Guardians. So again, you'll I don't know if you need to scratch it and send it. I know if you scratch it and try to submit it, it's going to tell you it's like an invalid code or it's expired or whatever. There's instructions on there about putting your info in there and sending it off. So they'll probably replace it with a replacement, I would think. I guess if they've got the card, they can send it, but likely a replacement auto there. Which I wouldn't mind just a random auto shot at that. I mean, I know a lot of them are probably not going to be anything big, but you see all the time people posting, just Facebook posts showing you, look at what my replacement came in at. And sometimes they're not bad. He's playing minors for the Marlins. So he's still only 22. Nice. Okay. I did not know that he was with the Marlins, though. That's good to know. Well, hopefully he gets called up at some point. Because like I said, I got an orange auto, PSA 10. It was not a cheap card. I think I've got like 500 in that. Joey Gallo, Austin Hayes, Summer Camp, Robert Pawson, Logan Gilbert, and Gilberto Celestino first. Yeah, I'm going down with the ship. Andrew Vaughn, Alejandro Kirk, Luis Frias, Donna Glory, Malvin Valdez, Helcris Olivares, Dalton Varsho, Ryan Mountcastle, 40-man futures J. Dom, Yoelqui Cespedes, and Cade Cavalli. Max Scherzer, Matt Chapman, 40-man future Spencer Torkelson, Brett Beatty, and Shea Langoliers. Chris Bryant, Yordan Alvarez, Michael Toglia, J.J. Bleday, and Christian Robinson is purple, 138 out of 250. Going to the D-backs. Zona was Jared Williams in the 25. Christian Robinson. And then auto should be in this one. Luis Garcia, Luis Campasuano, Matthew Allen, Nolan Gorman, and a base auto, Baron Radcliffe, first Bowman base auto for the Phils. And Phillies were Michael Dyer, 16. Baron Radcliffe. A little off there. Like I said, we like putting these boxes in. Trent uses the prospect editions. I like these as well. We want to make sure that each spot, I mean, even if it's some base, we want to try to make sure that as many spots as possible don't end up like completely skunking. And with a just raw case of Multiverse, you're likely gonna. I mean, you're not likely. You're definitely, because just the card count. There's not 30 cards in the Multiverse case, so trying to avoid that. Throw in some boxes with some cards, but also trying to keep that cost down. So these let us do that. And like I said, there is still some chase in those. We got stuff we're looking for. There's good stuff on the checklist, and these are like $130. Buster Posey, Austin Meadows, Summer Camp, Tristan Casas, Gabriel Rodriguez first, and Wilman Diaz first. I mean, that's like a logo fractor, I think, is more, or at least as much. Xander Bogaerts, Akil Baddoo, Grayson Rodriguez, Johnny Perrone first, and a green Nick York, Red Sox. That is 97 out of 99. Green shimmer for the Bo Sox. Boston raked in the last round. Red Sox was David Vogel in the 20. Yerman Mercedes, Jose Garcia, 40-man futures, Deshaun Knowles, Asa Lacy, and Austin Wells. Whit Merrifield, Luis Arias, 40-man futures, Nick Lofton, Jaron Duran, Christian Robinson. Robert grabbing 7 on the right side. Got you, bud. Puts us at 4 down on both. Brady Singer, Eugenio Suarez, Austin Hendrick, Bobby Witt as a prospect. And then on the blue, Akil Baddoo, 31 out of 150, true blue rookie for the Tigres. Kurt McHenry in the 7. Akil Baddoo. And then Robert Bryant, right side, spot 7. Gotcha, bud. Okay, should have an auto in this last one. Last of our warm-up boxes. Garrett Crochet, Ian Anderson, Jeremy De La Rosa, Emerson Hancock, and a purple auto. Nick Frasso, we got the same auto in round 1. 245 out of 250 on the purple. I think we had blue last time. This one a purple. First Bowman auto to 250. Blue Jays going to Daniel Harrison in the 14. Turn a little desk fan on. It's getting warm. The coffee probably doesn't help that. All right. Here we go. Best of luck, guys. I don't know why I'm positioned like that. That's a terrible way to... There. Much better. All right, so we're going to have... Last case, we had 4 bonuses. I was going, and it's what I told them before we started cutting. I said roughly 4 in the case, give or take 1. We'll get extra cards in, those bonus hits. So the full checklist is available on their website, and they even put the bonus cards on there too. So you can see the whole list of bonus. And there are some good bonuses. The other day we had our bonus card was it was an Acuna dual patch auto. I think it was numbered to like 25. I mean, it felt like it should have been a headliner. It was on the bonus list. So they intentionally did put some good cards in the bonuses too. This bonus is 22 finest flashbacks. Cal Raleigh, PSA 10, so a dumper rookie. Who's got the Mariners? Seattle is Jeremy Joe Gray in the 2. Finest flashbacks. Cal Raleigh, PSA 10 rookie. Nothing wrong with that. Nice bonus. And then the hit is an orange first Bowman auto, Spencer Geisting, first Bowman, 18 out of 25. Nice color on that one. Orange auto going to the Diamondbacks. Zona. Where are you at? My list is all out of order. Arizona. Jared Williams in the 25. That is the... See, from the 22 draft. A little deeper, 11th round, but first Bowman orange. We got 12 of them coming. You got the first and the last, the skeins, the shellacked. You're right. That's nice to get one like right off the rip. To avoid the skunk on that first one is it's definitely a good way to do it. I recommend it, especially when you got multiples. All right, this one is a lone PSA. It is a dime of Chase Burns for the Reds, 2025 Bowman. That's a Reptilian PSA 10. The former number 2 overall, right? Yeah, 2nd overall in that 24 class. Chase Burns going to the Reds on the Reptilian Dime. Who's got the Reds? Cincy. Cincy is James Clements getting the PSA 10. Let's keep them going. Box 3. There was a freebie that I had rolling in this one. We didn't have a ton of participants. I think there was only like, I don't know, like 13 or 14. Kurt, I did see yours right before we went live. You're actually the only one who's active in this one. Everybody else guessed was on the round 1 post. And we went through round 1. Nobody guessed anything correctly, but yours is out with that Bazana. It was the Bazana Auto, the die cut, the hanger. We got a bonus here. Bonus is Michael Harris, Braves rookie auto. That is it orange? Is that numbered? It is. That's the orange to 25. Nice. 19 out of 25. Rookie auto, Michael Harris. Dude, nothing wrong with that one. Nice bonus for the Braves on card. Dude, I'll take that all day. Let's see who's got him. Braves, Lee Decker. Nice little extra. And then the hit. Ooh. 21 triple threads. Relic combos. Willie Mays, Hank Aaron, and Ken Griffey Jr. This one is maybe going to have to go to random. Guys, before I even look up to see who's got who, just real quick, the way these work, anytime we've got more than one, for you to not need this to go to random, you have to have the majority of the cards. So if you have, with a 3-player, we can have a majority. It's not like it's a duel where it's 50-50 or it's all or nothing. Someone could have 2/3. If you have 2 out of 3, there's no need for the random. You have the majority of the card, it's your card. If it's 3 different people, then it goes to the randomizer. So I got Giants, Braves, and Mariners. Mariners are Jeremy Joe Gray. Braves are Lee Decker. And the Giants, Steve Mosca. Okay, I'm kind of glad nobody had 2 out of 3 because that sucks being that 3rd. This is going to be a 3-way random. We'll do it at the end. King Griffey Jr., Hank Aaron, Willie Mays, triple relic, 12 out of 36 on a PSA 10. Absolutely nasty. Dude, that's so nice. This set is so nice too, man. Triple threads. This is from 21 triple threads. That's a tough grade on that too, man. That's a soft stock card on a thick relic. That's a really tough grade. I'll bet you that's got a low pop count. That's awesome. If listen if any of the 3 of you guys are here in the chat, let me know if anybody wants to try to make a deal before we random anything off. I've had that happen before where one person like buys the other 2 out of their spots. If you guys want to try to work something like that up, we can. That way, everybody gets something, either the card or, bought out of it. If even one person is like, nah, just take it to the random, then it's got to go to the random because it's got to be unanimous. But I will put that option on the table. If either of the 3 of you guys want me to hold off on running that random, again, let me know. Because otherwise I'm gonna go ahead and run it. Or if any of you are like, can tell me right off the bat you're not interested, just go ahead and run it, then great. I don't have to wait for an answer. I can run it. Yeah, let's make sure I didn't miss the rest of that chat. Okay. All right. This one is a PSA 9. And that is Dylan Cruz, 2025 Hobby Stars. Hobby Stars Auto, gold, 12 out of 50. That one is going to, who's got the Nats? Scott Norman in the 4. Dylan Cruz, rookie auto, gold to 50, PSA 9. Okay, Lee's good with the random. Then that's perfect. That's all I need is one to say take it to random, and it goes to random because it would have to be unanimous on a deal. I will run it to random, but I will wait till the end just in case there's a 11th hour deal. This one's raw, single card. That is Nolan McLean, first Bowman. That's a base auto. So Mets getting the hit in this one. That is Michael Shinke in the 23 spot. So base auto out of 23. I believe that was 23 Bowman, if I'm not mistaken. First Bowman, chrome auto, Nolan McLean. On card. Last box of the first half of the case. And guys, I'm gonna probably as long as we keep filling them, I'll keep putting them up. I am going to try to make this a Tuesday thing. We'll see how that goes. I know Trent usually does the case breaks, the multiverse case breaks on Fridays. So I'm gonna try to kind of get on the opposite end of the week from him, and I'll drop those on Tuesday. So you guys get a couple opportunities each week to get into the multiverse cases. Honestly, there's definitely more that goes out on those than most. Like, we're always hunting for, big hits out of the tops boxes, but there's just the floors can be kind of low. So a lot of people hitting these. PSA 10, that is JC Correa, first Bowman, gold auto to 50. Going to the Stros. Let's see, who's got the dime? Houston is, Barn Daly in the one spot. JC Correa, first Bowman auto, gold to 50. Come on. Give me a chaser. Give me a headliner. I am quite sure that triple is a headliner. I haven't pulled it up to verify, but surely, right? This one's raw. And it is Michael Oliveto to 150. So that's a first Bowman on the, first rounder. I think Tigers had a pair there. Oliveto, one of two. Jordan Yost and Michael Oliveto, the two first rounders for the Tigers out of 25 Bowman draft. That is 88 out of 150 on that blue wave. Tigers were Kurt McHenry in the 7. So first Bowman, blue to 150 on the wave. On the first rounder. Have a Harris coming back from PSA. It's a 10. Actually misplaced the card. How long was it misplaced, Lee? Sorry, I just saw that comment. I saw it earlier. I just not read it. Forgot to look back. So PSA misplaced it, and I'm assuming, did they pay you out for it and now they're finding it, or did they find it before any kind of like a payout? Have another bonus in this one. So first up, the bonus is D'Angelo Ortiz, 10 out of 199 going to Boston. So Little Poppy, who's got him? Bo Sox. David Vogel. Actually, I guess he's probably not Little Poppy, is he? Because there's a junior. To 199. That is on the Sapphire Auto on card. D'Angelo Ortiz. And then our hit in this one, another raw, is Connor Griffin. That is a green to 99. Out of Pro Debut. Topps Chrome Pro Debut. Connor Griffin green, 70 out of 99 for the Pirates. Pirates, that is Pirates. Steve Mosca in the 22. Box number 9. About a year. Jeez. Wow. Dude, that's insane. How do you misplace it and then all of a sudden find it? Like, where is that hiding? That's crazy. Honestly, I guess probably all it had to do to be missing a year is probably like somehow get interrupted towards the end of the cycle and then getting like dumped out and having to start back over again. That's probably about a year. If it's going bulk, I got a dime. PSA 10 of, radiating rookies, Josh Young. Nice. 23 Topps Chrome, so that's a short print radiating rookies going to the Rangers. Texas. Texas is Barn Daly in the 5. Josh Young, radiating rookies, PSA 10. Box 10. Come on. For the live fills, we are closing in on halfway on each. Guys, I won't keep you on here all night. If it's there, it's there. Great, we'll run it. Oh, actually came off. If it's not, we'll go ahead and call it. So if that's something you guys would want to get on, if it closes, just grab a spot. I mean, a couple spots go, and once it gets down to a few away, I'm sure it'll go pretty quick. I won't again keep you on here all night, but if it's close, we'll stick around for just a minute. I bet you they go. All right, I got an orange Juan Soto Padres. So that's on the All-Star. Orange should be the 25. 16 out of 25. Again, that is Pods. Padres. Kurt McHenry in the 6. Soto All-Star. Orange auto. Nice. We'll take that. Nothing wrong with that one. All right, last two up. Come on. Headliner time. Let me see them. This one might have a bonus. Yeah, it feels like a bonus. Come on. Bonus in the back. Back-to-back Sotos. Also a Padre. 23 Topps update on the 88 Topps auto set. Juan Soto. Oh, that's on the, there's a little, I don't know what that is. That's residue. I thought that was like a crease in the card, but that is not. It's a little scuff on the slab. But that's a PSA 9. 23 Topps update Juan Soto. On card auto, PSA 9. Padres. Nice bonus. And the hit in this one is a 10. Hard to be mad at a red first Bowman Sapphire to 5. Elvin Garcia. Going to the O's. And that's John Ridenauer in the 15. Elvin Garcia. So that's out of Chrome. So it's not a draft pick. That's out of it's out of Bowman. It's out of 2025 Bowman Sapphire Edition. Elvin Garcia PSA Rare Edition Raw Card Review 10. If I miscalled that earlier, my bad. Raw Card Review 10, 3 out of 5. Nice Sapphire, dude. All right, and then single card here. This one's raw. Good luck, guys. Last one up. Got to hold those Sotos. These Dodgers. This one's thick. Oh, what's the front? Ohtani. There we go, Angels. 34 out of 199. Shohei Ohtani, Tier 1 relic. Die cut. Die cut? Top certified relics die cut card. I guess because the inner die cut, yeah. Ohtani. Who's got him? Can't go wrong with that. Ricky Kent. There you go, Ricky. And Jared says 2 spots, 1 on left and 1 on right. So spot number 1 on both lists. Gotcha, bud. That gets us to the halfway point on both live fills. Let's see. James, you have the Reds, and I'm about to do a recap. So just hang on. Stick tight here for just 1 second. I'm going to do a recap for the whole break. Let's see. Copy this. It was the 1 on both, so 1 on the right, and then 1 on the left. I do need to still do a random, so hang tight. Don't go anywhere yet if you're in that random. I'll show you that. It's going to be the last card on the reveal. Bear with me 1 minute. All right. I'll give you the recap first. We had Akil Baddoo to 150 on the blue. Nick York to 99 green. Christian Robinson purple to 250. Austin Hendrick refractor to 499. Brett Beatty to 250 purple. Kevin Made speckled to 299. The autos were Nick Frasso to 250 purple auto. Baron Radcliffe first Bowman base auto. Christian Hernandez to 299 on the first Bowman speckled auto. And then the redemption for the Gabriel Rodriguez refractor auto. Those were the hits out of the Bowman Chromes. Our bonuses, Juan Soto, PSA 9, 23 Topps Update Auto on card. D'Angelo Ortiz, first Bowman Sapphire Auto to 199. Michael Harris, Orange Rookie Auto for the Braves on card. That's to 25. And then the 22 Finest Flashbacks, Cal Raleigh, PSA 10 Rookie Insert. Those are the bonuses. And then the hits. Just going to go in order. We had Shohei Ohtani to 199, Tier 1 Relic. Elvin Garcia to on a RE10 Sapphire Red to 5. Juan Soto on the Orange to 25 All-Star Game Auto. Going to the Padres. Josh Young, PSA 10, 23 Topps Chrome Radiating Rookie Short Print. Connor Griffin, green to 99 from Topps Chrome Pro Debut. Michael Oliveto, purple, blue. First Bowman, blue shimmer to 150 on-card auto for the Tigers. J.C. Correa, gold to 50, 2021 Bowman Chrome prospect auto on-card. Nolan McLean, first Bowman on-card auto for the Mets. Dylan Cruz, PSA 9, 25 Bowman Hobby Stars, gold to 50 auto. Spencer Geesting, first Bowman orange auto to 25. Going to the Diamondbacks. Chase Burns on a PSA 10 from 2025 Bowman on the Reptilian PSA 10. And then that one we're going to have to random. 21 triple threads. Hank Aaron, Willie Mays, King Griffey Jr., PSA 10 on the triple relic. Again, that one is 12 out of 36. So we're going to have a 3-way random here between the Giants, the Braves, and the Mariners. We'll put them in that order. Yeah. We're going to do that right now. Yes, Jared, if you need to, as long as you can kind of be on top of it, as long as you can be available to get it, yes, I can DM you. But here's the thing. I'm not going to stay on real long. If we get a few more spots down in the time it takes to run this random, we can break it. If we don't really get any movement here in the next like 2 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and call it. If we get a couple spots down, we can maybe extend it for just a minute. But yeah, if we're kind of stalled out, we'll go ahead and end it. I'm not going to keep it on here all night. If it's there, it's there. If it's not, it's not. I'm going to check to see if it was a headliner, Robert. Let me random it first. I know these guys are waiting. Give me 1 second. Let's see. Let me set up a random. Here, we'll use this one here. We're going to call this one random for Mays, Aaron, Griffey, relic from the round 2 case break. 28, 5 times. Let's see. Robert says, I'll swap to left side if it helps fill something. So Robert's saying if anybody claims some spots there on the left, he can move his spot over to the left. Try to get something moving. All right, so we're gonna do this. Like I said, I'm just gonna put them in the order they are. I'm just gonna go right down the card. So we'll go Mays, Aaron, Griffey. Actually, here, we'll put the team names. Okay, so Giants, Braves, Mariners. Okay. All right. Best of luck to all three of you guys. Here we go. So random for the Mays Aaron Griffey relic from the round 2 case break for today for 28-26. 5 times on the randomizer as always. Giants, Braves, and Mariners, the 3 teams playing here. I'm going to randomize that list 5 times. That 5th and final random, that's the one that we're going to stick with. Whoever ends up in the top spot after that 5th randomization takes the card. Again, we had one of the 3 said, let's take it to random. Therefore, it's got to go. It's got to be unanimous. So we are putting it up. Honestly, it's probably the way we should do it anyway. All right. Good luck, guys. 5 times. Here we go. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I got Mariners in the top spot. There's the verification code. If anybody ever wants to go back and check my randoms, y'all are more than welcome to. I don't even know how that works, but I know that's what it's there for. Mariners in the top spot. And Mariners was, go back to my list here. I think I know, but I don't want to falsely get anybody's hopes. There you go. Jeremy Joe Gray taking that one down. All right. That is you, bud. And then I'll look right now and see if it was a headliner. Congrats, man. Let me see. Was that a headliner? I got the list right here. Headliners. I'm pretty sure I've looked at that top row so many times. Not the top row. That Nolan McLean was a headliner. We did pull that one. That is on the headliner list. Let's see. There it is. Yeah, it's down there at the bottom. That is a headliner. Mays, Aaron, and Griffey. So at least 2 headliners in this one. Yeah, bud. Here. Try to get it. I'll try to get nice and centered. There we go. And then I'll flip it over for you. Should make for an easy crop. If you need like pictures on the card stand or anything, let me know. I can send those. I don't mind doing that. All right, so guys, I'm going to recap this. This was everything from the break, and I'm also making last call on the live fills. We got both sides halfway closed. We need the full way to close it. Oh, actually, sorry. I went through I already did the recap. Never mind. Yeah, I just realized that. As soon as I started looking, I'm like, I already did this. All right, guys, that is it then. That is all I got. So I'm going to get all this stuff. Like I said, we'll get this added into this week's. Again, if you missed it earlier, do me a favor. DM me your address if I haven't got it yet. Also, make sure you guys are getting the text messages. Here, I'll put it back up here. If you look at the bottom of the screen now, if you text the word baseball to that number at the bottom, 833-448-0185, that will opt you into getting those text messages. Robert going 6 on the left side. Robert, let me know if you want me to pull the right or if you want to leave it up there and see what happens with it. But here, we'll go ahead and put you in the 6. So we're over halfway on the left on the 2-boxer. Robert. Got you, bud. in the 6 spot. So 2, 4, 9, and 10. Last 4 left on the 2-boxer. The 2-boxer is Multiverse and a Topps Chrome Update Hobby. So those are the 2 boxes there on the left side of the screen. That Multiverse, we're working out of a loose, it's not a loose case, we broke the case, but, and then on the right side, Topps Chrome Update Jumbo. Leave it on. I got you, bud. We'll see what happens with it. No harm there. Also, guys, anything that we pulled loose-wise, if you guys want to, have any of that stuff RCR'd, we can do that. Somebody was asking me earlier, when they go to do the RCRs, they don't look at the card and then decide if they're RCR. They choose to RCR a handful to advertise the RCR service, but they very deliberately did not want to go through, like they explained all this to me, that they didn't want to go through and dilute down the raw card batch so that, like, if you got a raw card, you knew it was jacked up, because if it was a 10, they would have graded it. They wanted to have like they wanted to keep that even. So they grab them. There's 9. Sometimes the 9s are in there's like the bonus cards, but they don't do it with a lot of them. There's not that many RCRs in there, but they've got some. The gem rate for the cards that we pull out that are raw out of the Multiverse, it's about normal what you'd expect off cards you're buying off of like eBay, for example. I know that's where I think that a lot of the buying comes from eBay or from individual people selling back. We got a couple buyers out there. Anytime we pull something that you guys want to sell back to Rare for the next round of Multiverse, they do buy these back. They pay pretty strong. Just let me know if there's anything that you're looking to buy back. I can get a price for you, let you know where they're at. And then we can just hold them here. We don't have to deal with shipping them. So that option's always there. But as far as like grading them in there, a lot of times when people get cards, they look them over, and if they look clean, they send them off for submission. And if they don't, then they want to flip their singles. So we do, like, anytime you're buying on the secondary market like that, there's going to be a little higher than like a pull rate, but it's about in line with what you'd expect. And we do get some 10s. It's less than like hitting the cards in the box, but we do get plenty of that RCR and come back as 10s. Sometimes we get RCRs that come back as 8.5s. That's why they were selling the card, not grading it. So it definitely happens. But we can still RCR those. It's not quite as strong of a gem rate as like hitting the card in the box. But again, that's always going to be the case when you're buying off the secondary. Yeah, Robert, I'm with you. I was trying to kind of yap there for a minute to give just a minute. There's a little bit of a delay, so try to give you guys a few extra minutes. But yeah, again, I don't ever want you guys to feel like if you're jumping into a live fill, you're making some kind of a long-term commitment. I'm going to be here for 2 hours while we try to close this break. Not going to do that. If it's there, it's there. If it's not, it's not. So we'll go ahead and call it there. Again, guys, I appreciate y'all letting me break all that for you. I will have a fresh breakup tomorrow. It'll be a normal, probably like a 9-boxer. I'm looking to put Bowman's Best as like the feature box in tomorrow's break. So should be fun. I've only got 2 of those boxes left. So I think I'm going to put one of my 2 left in tomorrow's break. So it should be fun. All right. Appreciate it, guys. Take care. Congrats on the hitters. If I wasn't able to get you a hit, I'll try to get you guys next time. Nikki, don't tip me, dude. Uber Eats a bottle. All right, guys. Appreciate it. Have a great one. I'll catch y'all tomorrow.